I'm still trying to get fun. I'm still
Okay.
trying to convince Damien to love me. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy.
1 or 2? 9?
2.
You're talking to Juan, the small, magical Latino cat, when he tells you that you won't ever be as fun as Bob the scary clown. You accept the challenge. You go straight to Bob, stab him several times, open his bleeding chest, eat some of his guts in order to consume his fun.
Sorry.
Really? Do you think that's how this works? Well, it is! You gain +2 fun from poor Bob.
Poor Bob.
Alright, I was
Oh,
brushing
Bob.
my hair.
Pour one out for poor Bob.
Someone taps you on the shoulder hesitantly. You turn around and see Liam.
So part of the reason why I'm also putting Liam on my list is that I'm trying to like cause some drama by having us try and go for the same people. Because that makes it more fun to watch.
He's carrying a brand new notebook and a very Japanese pencil case. Oh no, do I have to teach him
That's
yaoi?
right. Yeah, you.
Oh, I did! Oh shit, that's right! You promised to teach him the secrets of yaoi. Forgot about that. Whoops. He bows to you.
And sucks you dick. Ohayo gozaimasu, sensei. I'm learning Japanese so as to make it more authentic. I'm ready for my first lesson.
You know nothing about teaching yaoi. You kind of just draw naked dudes snuggling and hope it turns people on.
You and
But
every
Liam
other-
won't buy that. He thinks you're a yaoi master. You've got to teach him something. He's right there waiting. Okay, think. What's the first lesson of yaoi?
Make everything
Yaoi's all
gay.
about tenderness. For our first lesson, we practice advanced cuddling, or draw me like one of your French girls.
Come on.
It's definitely advanced cuddling. Everyone loves to cuddle. Aww.
Oh no.
Oh no! You've settled down for a long session of cuddling with Liam, but it's not going too well.
Hey, you keep breathing really loud in my ear. Could you stop? You're kind of crushing my arm. Would you mind just shifting a little to the left?
It's like real cuddling.
This is indeed how it works. It feels like you're kneeing me repeatedly at the base of my spine. That seems dangerous.
After a few minutes of this, Liam disengages.
Oh, I see. You're teaching me how not to cuddle. How brilliantly counterintuitive. Yes, I feel it. After only 5 minutes of this, I am completely, irrevocably unattracted to you. Which is a shame. I was sort of looking forward to the student-teacher romance narrative. But oh well, learning comes first.
Right, learning comes first, and now you never come at all. You lose 2 charm and 1 fun. I know what I gotta do next round.
Sure.
That makes me both really sad and really happy because that was really fun, but it's also really sad at the same time.
Class. That day you're in the first one. That day you're the first one in class. You sometimes come early because you enjoy talking to your teacher. Apparently, I lost the ability to read.
9?
What?
Are you
What?
hearing 9?
Yes.
Because I'm not.
Apparently, he's lost you again.
Hold on.
I'm
Yes,
still here.
Sorry.
I'm still stunning. I'm twirling
Tell us
on
about
the
your
computer
call
table.
experience. Sad.
Wonderful. He's a bit bitter, but in a cool way. He treats you like an adult, and the two of you discuss life and stuff in a very snarky way. Look at you, selling at cliched movie tropes.
Aww.
A valuable life insight that will help you face the difficulties of being young. Who's 1, who's 2?
I'll be 1, I guess.
Okay.
You're practicing your very best monster mash when you hear the sound of an argument, which is so strange in these sacred hollowed halls of education. Lol, JK, can you imagine?
Bro.
9!
Hooray!
They made me their king, and they deserve the bestest, most wonderful king there ever was. And I'm gonna work as hard as I can to be that king, no matter what it takes.
Scott, you realize they're not cute little baby animals in need of a king, right? They're furries.
I know they're furry, Vera. I'm the one who told you that.
No, Scott, they're furries. It's a kink.
Yes, Vera, there are many kinks in my plan. That's why I need to work them out to be the best roller.
Forget it.
Oh, excuse me, did you say you need help being a good ruler? Because I know all about that.
I love how this chick was like a prominent part of our start of the game and we've entirely forgotten about it. I'm giving a shit.
Being a king is easy, as JD always says. Only life peasants can stage a rebellion.
Oh, Miranda, I'm not really sure.
Fear is your most important weapon. Your second most important weapon is actual weapons. Georgia soup spoons, razor teacups, a knife on fire. You know, the usual.
I don't know, Miranda. I appreciate the advice, but I don't think that's the kind of king I want to be.
Nonsense. I'll go get you the butter knife shuriken right now.
It just seems so unnecessary. There must be a better kind of way to rule, right, Nine? I want them to have a happy time under Scott the First. They've been so nice to me. They've written me beautiful songs, which are about my adventures, but most of them are the sort of things I have definitely not done.
Remember that they're fairies. They're
And they've made amazing drawings of me,
Most of which I've not done.
which are very generous in their proportions. I just think they deserve the best leader.
You need to go back and say that without spazzing out on the proportions.
Which they are very generous in their proportions. I think they just deserve the best leader.
Okay. Normal rulers make their subjects pay taxes, but what if you pay taxes to them? Or, flag time! You can't rule a kingdom with no flag.
No
Without a
flag, no
it would
country.
be-
That's the rules that we've just made up.
And I'm backing it up with this gun that I just got from the National Rifle Association.
I think this one. He wants to be nice to them. Ah, fuck. I'm poor.
Paying taxes to my furries? Sure, that makes perfect sense. If our president paid us a tax for leading us, I would definitely love that president.
That makes perfect sense.
Boo.
I need to go pee, excuse me.
Oh my god.
That was my one joke before I leave.
Wait, I hope your character's not next.
That's fine. I can jump in. Unfortunately,
He trusts us.
Unfortunately, you are both super poor, so you spend some time creating what you call "got super fun fairy dollars." Scott leaves all excited with some of your money. As your elders always say, any problem can be solved with giving money to strangers. Later, you stumble upon Scott again. He seems not so happy. Oh, fuck.
There you are, Nine! Your plan went terribly. We created so many Scott Super Fun Furry dollars that the currency got super devalued. That led to lots of uncertainty about the kingdom's economic environment, causing demotivation for foreign investments. With the economy struggling that much, stress peaked, and the furries, once joyful creatures, have stopped creating their beautiful and often not safe for work art. And it turns out that the beautiful and often not safe for work art was the nation's strongest export. Now we're falling into debt and leading economists foretell at least 5 years of recession and a negative political climate.
Fuck.
Damn the day we created those silly Scott super fun furry dollars. It was the demise of my kingdom. I should have never trusted a high schooler in matters of national politics and economics. I was a fool.
Scott leaves, sad, and with the burden of rescuing the economy of this country. Wait, is it really a country? At just 21 years old. Doing that to a friend and potential lover is definitely not cool. You lose 2 smarts and 1 fun.
Yeah!
That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. The match is so intense, and both teams are so into it that you decide to raise the stakes by betting part of your charm against part of the other team leader's charm. That commitment amazes your whole team, and their spirit is fueled by determination. Finally, you win and take +2 charm from the other team's leader. She's now a bit less fabulous.
Haha, fuck her.
Yeah, lick my taint.
2 or 1, Pyro.
2?
Okay.
I normally do 1, so...
You were going to help Zoe with her math homework after, but you notice her surrounded by a crowd of sinister cloaked figures. She seems pissed about it.
Guys, stop it. I don't want any dead ghosts. I'm at school.
Goats.
We must commence the rituals.
Oh, we understand you perfectly, Lord God. This is a test. We must bring you even more dead goats to satisfy your dark hunger.
What? No! That's the opposite of what I said. And I don't go by Sigurd anymore. I'm Zoe, okay? Z-O-E. Can we take a rain check on that study session, Vertigo? I can't stand to be around these jerks.
Zoe brushes past you on her way out. The cultists stare at you with unconcealed awe. Well, okay, it's concealed by their terrifying masks, but still.
All hail Zagord.
The god addressed you by name, and you did not go mad with pleasure? It addressed you almost as if you were an equal. It passed within inches of your frail mortal frame. And what's more, it mentioned rain. Could it be that it was referring to the fabled storm of cerebrospinal fluid, which will one day come to quench all sanity?
Cerebrospinal.
Cerebrospinal. Cerebrospinal.
Cerebrospinal. There's an R.
Cerebrospinal.
Yeah, that's it.
To quench all sanity?
Yes.
I want to know what sanity is.
Did I say sanity? Oh, sanity, but whatever.
Independence.
Close enough.
Yeah, you got it.
Brothers, sisters, bow down before Vertigo, for she is clearly the prophet of Zagord.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Please, O prophet, guide our worship, for we have noticed of late that our Lord appears dissatisfied with our sacrifices. The blood of many goats once pleased the god, and yet now we do not understand what has changed.
Obviously. That's pretty obvious. I'm so proud of
Perhaps given your special relationship with our incomprehensible master, you could suggest a new sort of sacrifice that would please it.
Yeah, fuck it. You got nothing better to do. You decide to be a prophet for the day. You told them that what they should really be sacrificing... It's important to learn from your mistakes. So sacrifice another goat, but right, we're sorry on the side. Sacrifice your own harmful prejudices.
What?
I'm gonna take a leaf out of the Leonard book from earlier and go with harmful prejudices.
Ah, Leonard.
Not creative.
Of course, our own harmful prejudices. Where in the body are those located again?
For fuck's sake. You try to explain that you were being metaphorical, but they're too busy discussing amongst themselves.
Let the ritual commence.
Oh yes, in the pancreas. Break out the sacrificial scalpels.
You've never watched a crowd of people cheerfully disembowel themselves before. It's... bad.
Hey, Vertigo, I realized I forgot my...
Bow to the god.
The god has
Lord of
come,
the dark
comrade.
realms.
Shower our Dark Master with proof of our ultimate sacrifice.
Oh, hey! Stop throwing your pancreases at me! Not cool!
But it's too late. The cultists are all dead now because cutting out your own pancreas is not a healthy thing to do.
Ugh! If I had a nickel for every time a group of my cultists died of misguided organ loss, this is not how I want my life to be anymore. This is so depressing. I'm gonna go stare into the void until it stops staring back.
Fuck!
We all fucked this up with all of us.
Who's gonna clean up all these dead bodies? You lose 2 boldness in 1 fight. For God's sake!
Oh my god, your boldness is at
I didn't
1.
even choose one that was to do with boldness or fun. And then somebody decided
no,
to take
again.
away this shit.
Something happened to me!
We should play the Colonel
sure.
Sanders thing.
That weekend, Liam contacted you
Oh,
for advice.
it's after midnight
That's
already.
why I'm saying do it.
Do you want to be him? No. No, you misunderstood. I want your advice. I don't want your advice. I want to hear you express an opinion. Just to see if you're capable of forming one. Specifically, I'd like to hear your opinion on Pyro's cultural literacy. Ah, fuck. Are they cultured like an artisanal cheese or uncultured like milk?
Oh
Like-
no! Oh no!
Oh
Oh,
no.
we're both pursuing the same person. It would be in my benefit to screw you over here.
Ah, but
Now,
you want
uh,
Scott more, right? You could leave
But I-
Liam to me.
But I
To
did
be
just
fair,
mess
you
that one
do
up
have a
by
better
ruining his
chance
kingdom that he was
with
very
Scott.
passionate about, which would mean that having a backup would be very handy. So let's see. Pyro is so cultured, they can tell the difference between theatre and theatre. Or Pyro is so uncultured, they think Sonnet is a female son.
That's a nice theatre joke there. I like
But
that.
that is ridiculous. Everyone knows a sonnet is a bonnet for sons. What? Clearly someone who would make the mistake has no sartorial acumen to speak of. I give this romantic prospect 7 out of 10 humps.
Harumphs.
That's right, they don't even deserve a full 10 humps.
Harumphs.
Liam Horrocks exactly
Really?
7
I
times,
said that!
turns on his heel,
said
and
Horrocks.
stomps off to go silently judge someone else. You gain +1 fun for being a jerk.
Oh, the game's calling you out on being a jerk.
Yeah,
trade
you
punishers.
normally get, like, I think, charm for doing it nicely.
Coca-Cola.
Sugar pill.
Cadbury.
Player orders decide based on how funny and crazy it would be if the selected brand teamed up with a popular K-pop group that starred in all their ads.
Though the goth chicks haven't shown up with the DLC, I was quite disappointed in
No.
that. I contemplated going for
We're
them.
right here. How dare
You
you?
know, there's like the Coven.
That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you can't help but feel that you're not as good as the role requires you to be. There doesn't seem to be any ordinary way of getting yourself there, but there might be an extraordinary way.
Sorry.
I always thought it was pronounced extraordinary. I just realized why that makes...
you can
Either
say
way, sometimes both work.
Is it ordinary or is it extraordinary?
Well, I mean, if you were,
I think
you were
it's-
differentiating to that point, I'd put a hyphen between them. You summon the devil, one of many, and make a deal to enhance your creativity just a bit. You gain +2 creativity. You also lose 3 years of your life as your end of the deal. But who cares? They weren't happening in game anyway. Fair enough.
2 or 1 Pyro?
Hi, Excalibur Blade.
1.
Rehearsing the classic musical Auntie Mame.
And now, Princess Tortellini, my sweet damsel in distress, prepare to die!
Can we hold, please? I guess you're gonna have to be number 3 here.
Yeah.
There we go.
Dude, why do you interrupt me? I was in the moment! I was a fucking Meinsner!
I fail to see how having intercourse with Meisner would improve.
Fucking was a descriptor, Miranda! Can I please say my goddamn lines?
I really knew you could, but I don't know. But I don't want this musical to be. But
just
don't you
realized
want
how
this
late it is and
musical
we
to
shouldn't
be
be yelling.
better? Auntie Mame, an evil dark knight, being a bad guy? It's so predictable, right? Aren't we all about inverting tropes at Spooky High? Spooky High?
We already said hi. Why did you
With
type hi?
Sand as well.
Okay.
It does seem that the leading lady role is somewhat outdated. Here we are in the modern age, and some of her reactions to male violence could be taken straight from fake horses going up and down in a circle.
What? Fine, whatever. If my brilliant hair-raising portrayal of Auntie Mame isn't good enough for you, then go ahead and think of an awesome plot twist, and I'll nail that too.
Oh, here you go. You got a bit to read.
It's your...
Right as Auntie Mame is about to slay the princess, it's revealed he never got his Dark Knight's license and can't practice the trade, at which point the play turns into a complex and exciting adventure into bureaucracy. Or, Auntie Mame is not a Dark Knight at all, but an undercover cop who spent the last 20 years working from within the villain system to dismantle the whole operation. Who was she in favor of?
What do you mean?
Did she give a shit about either of those characters?
She didn't
No,
weigh in.
but
She didn't
Hers
weigh
is
in.
didn't weigh
probably
in?
that one.
Yeah,
the
these
bottom
two are
one?
Because
arguing.
bureaucracy is probably her. So
Well, no,
I'd say...
she's creativity. Remember creativity?
Yeah, oh no, I you can't see us pointing, but bureaucracy is probably the mermaid chick, is what I was pointing at. So I would presume the other one must be the Eldritch chick. But if it's about bureaucracy and that kind of shit, that's normally the mermaid chick. But not necessarily, but usually.
You not helpful. 1 or 2. Roll the dice.
Okay. I won't let you know. But pick a hand. Okay.
Who, me?
Right. No, that was Pyro. Top one. Writer's anti-name.
Really? I would have picked the bottom one.
No, I switched the hands.
So smart.
Why try to discuss the psychology of business people's heads when I could just be smashing heads?
I don't fail to see how the dynamics of bureaucracy could possibly make for a compelling musical about a dark night.
Are you kidding?
Oh, you did well. Yes.
Have you never seen How to Succeed in Slaying Without Really Trying?
Yes, of course. That's brilliant. And my Dark Knight can similarly be a charming scoundrel, just like in The Murder Man and 110 in the Shade, because this is hell.
The three of you hop to work, bringing life to the Dark Knight's nuanced journey to get his license with such sure-to-be-hit songs as Rose's Turn, to file the paperwork, and defying great amounts of protocol.
You did well, surprisingly.
You kind of wonder how Perry the Playwright Poltergeist will feel Fuck Polly Poltergeist.
No, Perry, not
No,
Polly.
we don't know that that's not her under a pseudonym.
That's
We'll
true.
feel about all of these changes to
So
his
pseudonym, not pseudonym.
work. Pseudonym's the same thing.
Okay.
Pseudonym is... but everyone knows writers are the least important part of the creation process. So fuck that guy. In fact, you get +3 creativity from him. Fuck that guy in particular, according to this.
Pseudonym?
Yeah, pseudonym.
It's pseudonym.
I always thought it was a
No,
pseudonym.
that's why I said pseudonym and I was confused.
Because pseudo is permissions.
No, you just
And
said
name,
I'm like,
so pseudonym, like
No, but
a
you just put the
standard
word's
name.
name in with that. That's what pseudonym
Sure.
is. That's why people
Okay.
write under
I
a
need to go to the
pseudonym.
That day, your teacher delivers an amazing and creative performance that blows all your minds. It ends up being a sensation on YouTube. Your teacher teacher gains 10 coolness, but who cares? He's not trying to romance your classmates. Or is he? We hope not. Oh, they left. Oh, good. There's no one there. Oh, no, you are there.
It's a good thing that he's not involved, otherwise all of us are gonna lose to him.
Oh, you gain 2 smarts. Hey. You look over and see Scott fidgeting in his seat, tail twitching anxiously.
Whoa!
My grades aren't looking nearly as good as my biceps, bro. My test scores are not as high as my jump shots. My smarts...
He seems to have run out of smiles, and in a moment he's
Similes.
already forgotten.
Similes. Yes. I just don't want to do bad in class and get kicked off sports team. I love the fact that it is sports team. It's not, I'm getting kicked off the football squad, or I'm getting kicked off the lacrosse team. I'm getting kicked off of sports
team.
I
Sports
guess I
team.
could just study and work hard and do my homework. Or I could just make the teacher like me and give me good grades by showing her what a good boy I am.
Okay, so my options are: disrupt the class with a stunning display of athletics, flaunting everything you're good at. Teachers love disruption. Or bring the teacher lots of small animal carcasses and pile them at her feet. I feel like the second one is more to his character, but I feel like this one might be better for us.
And it's also still playing into his character. Because he's gonna jump around and do all sorts of random shit.
Fuck. I went for that
I'm
one.
so good at hunting. If she can see that, I can crush a vole. She'll see I can crush a test.
Yes. That's
I'll break a birdie like I'll break the bell curve. Do you break a bell curve? Do you raise it? Or raise the bell curve like a barbell?
When Mrs. Panthea walks in, Scott has stockpiled
Panthera.
carcasses of... When Mrs. Panthea walks in, Scott has stockpiled carcasses of squirrels, mice, and sparrows, which he carries in with his mouth one by one and lays at her feet with great care.
Wait, dogs do that too? I thought only cats did that.
She's enthralled and immediately
dogs
rips
have
the
the
head
sense
off
of
a
a hunting
chipmunk
instinct.
and swallows it whole. At this
I didn't
point,
think
the
they
boy-
hunted and laid at your feet in the same way.
No,
At the
they
point-
usually just leave it around.
He's not real. It's not real. They made it up.
At the point, a bloodlust gazes over her eyes and she transforms
which
into a
side of
full-out,
my hair
no
is-
marking giant panther.
There you go. Miss Panthera is a panther.
There we go. I think
Students
that's what
shriek
it
in terror and dive out the way as Miss Panthera. Miss Panties begins mauling people, taking huge chunks of their flesh out, snarling ferociously. She bolts down the hallway, presumably
I
to
missed
eat her
something
fellow,
crazy.
presumably to eat her fellow faculty members, unless Crazy Martin, the werebear janitor, can get her under control. He probably can, but like, you still set a panther loose on the school, so you lose -2 smarts and -1.
God damn it.
None of us are good at this. Okay, what's left?
You actually didn't miss a whole lot.
Bathroom. Oh, wait, no, gym. I need some charm. My charm is pretty low.
That's true.
That day an epic dodgeball match takes
I've
place.
had so many epic dodgeball matches. At
Many
school.
people fall during the battle. You can't take any more, so you valiantly go straight to the other team's leader and start negotiations for a truce. After hours of intense diplomacy, you commit to an agreement. What an unexpected twist. You gain +10 righteousness, but this game is so wrong in so many ways that we'd be lucky if you could do anything with that. And +2 charm! In the next game, you find yourself stuck on a team with Calculista, Miranda, and Liam. 3 great friends with hot bods but 0 dodgeball skills.
I'll do number 1.
Lameness detected.
I'll go for number 2.
Do you want us to wait?
Go on.
Correction. Aggregate team dodgeball skill index -5.6.
Fine, I'll just sew myself out then.
So what, Calculista? We may not be very good at dodgeball, but we've got something even better on our side. Me. I'm a princess. The other team doesn't even have a lowly viscount. Victory is ours by divine right.
Whatever, we're obviously the charismatic underdogs in this situation. The other team might win the game, but we'll get the moral victory.
Negative. The opposing team is a group of scrappy youths from the wrong side of the tracks. They are roughly 86% more sympathetic than we. Did you hear that part?
Yes.
Yes.
According to my calculations, there is no logical way for us to achieve victory, moral or otherwise.
Nonsense. Vanderbilts don't lose. Not at international intrigue, and not at dodgeball. We'll simply have to find a way of winning beyond logic. Now, who amongst us is the most illogical? Oh, of course! Pyro, what shall we do?
Fuck you. Calculista sees no way to win because he's thinking like a robot. To win at dodgeball, you have to think like a ball, or we've all been training for this our whole lives without knowing it. Our day-to-day activities are actually deadly dodgeball moves. You have to think like a ball. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
I am both as proud and angry. Think like a ball? Is this another misguided attempt to encourage empathy for the common people?
Are you suggesting a concept performance piece? Please tell me you're suggesting a conceptual performance piece.
Negative. Pyro's suggestion is a clear act. Pyro's suggestion is as clear as it is elegant.
I am happy.
Lester, transform and roll out.
He just turned himself into a dodgeball.
Are you sure? Dodgeballs don't usually have rocket boosters on the back. Well, this one sure does. In his new form, Calculaster rockets around the gym, slapping the shit out of the opposing team. You have to spend the rest of the period helping some zombies sew their legs back on, but you win the match, and winning is all that matters. You gain 2 fun and 1 boldness. Yay!
Oh, let's trade places.
Well done.
Everybody, choose a food.
Butter chicken.
I was just gonna say chicken, but
I was
okay,
gonna say
fine.
chicken too.
I'll bread, garlic. What is it? Basil,
A bread.
basil.
Just a bread.
What's that one that
No,
basil
just-
and cheese
just
bread?
bread.
Yeah, bread. Bread is my
It's
choice.
basil
So we
and
have
garlic
buckwheat
bread
chicken,
that you usually
bread.
get.
Bread.
Basil
bread.
and garlic bread.
No, bread is
And-
fine.
a bread. It's a bread.
Bread.
They make flavored water because we guess people don't know how to spend their money anymore. Player orders decided based on how expensive you think a water flavored like the chosen food could be. So we have onion soup, butter chicken, or a bread.